Hey folks, welcome back. So today we're going to take a look at some of the orange tip removals here. So this is a stock one that's glued in permanently with a plastic one. But occasionally, you'll probably want, this one isn't threaded on the outside, so you can't attach any mock suppressors to it or anything like that. And occasionally, you might want to do that. Like so, this case here, this has a permanent orange threaded outer barrel, so you can attach suppressors to it. So, I mean, there could be many other reasons why you want to remove it and change it out, or maybe just remove it for the sake of, aesthetics and for photo opportunities right there. Either way, there's a couple ways of doing it. A lot of folks mention about, using blow dryer and then melting the glue. Some people put it in hot water, boiling water to soften up, and then use a pair of pliers to remove it. I found out a couple of different ways. Sometimes, or most of the WEs I've noticed, they don't really necessarily fall right off. Sometimes they do, but they're pretty tight, glued on pretty stiff there. So the best way to do it, I found out, is actually to use heat. And since the barrel is metal and the tips are actually just plastic, you can just melt them off to the point where they're soft enough that you can use pliers to pull them off. Now, sometimes you don't even need to do that. Sometimes you can just use the pliers and then just kind of pry it off. So I'll show you both to see. We'll try the plier method first in this case, and if that doesn't work, we'll do the heat method. All right. So usually the magazine's out here, and we should be good. Usually it's best to do this when the barrel or the slide is fully sent forward. That way it gives it better support rather than doing it when the slide is locked to the rear, because then you're putting a lot of stress on the barrel for the most part. So we'll release it, and then basically we'll just take some pliers right here, just your basic, oops, I think the camera froze for a second. Okay, your basic set of pliers here, and then you kind of just wiggle it way out like this, and I think I heard the glue snap already, so there you go. So this wasn't even permanently installed. This was actually just put in there. Okay, well, that was easier than expected. Yeah, there was just a little bit of glue in there, but not a whole lot. I think a little Q-tip can clean that out. But now you can thread on the more permanent, a metal one with outer threaded barrel that's orange or something like that. And you can use, or you can, if you don't like that look, you can orange coat the top right here. I don't know, whatever floats your boat. Obviously, you don't want to take this outside, or any gun outside, even if it has the orange tip, for the confusion that can cause. But, for the purposes of movie props or whatever, that might be helpful. Or again, like I mentioned, to change this out to here. Now, this case, it happened to be a lot easier than I thought. I thought at least there'd be more glue, but if this is just a straight pull out. But if there were, like I said, you can just melt it, and once it gets soft enough, you can start prying it out there. So a lot of ways to do it. That was just one of them. All right, folks, hope you all enjoy this quick video of how to install it. And then don't worry, you folks might be looking at this and, wow, that's a weird looking Glock, right? It's a Gen 5, actually. It's a new Gen 5, so we'll actually be doing a review of this one soon, so keep an eye out for it. If you had to use fire, you can go back to my video in this about the Elite Force Glock here, where I use a lighter to melt the plastic and then remove it like so. Alright folks, see y'all next time.